What's going on? It's your boy Doom Network here, and I just wanted to say that I've been playing a game called Sega Genesis. It's called New Genesis, basically, Phantom Star Online, and I just wanted to share this game because I've been playing it for a minute, and I just wanted to show how much I enjoy this game recently. I'm currently level 13. I just grinded out this event so I can use this sword. It's like a crystallized katana blade. And I just wanted to show that this game is it's really fun. I really enjoy it. And I wanted to show some key points about the game, how beautiful the environment looks, how smooth the animations are. And this game actually came from, I played this game before they did the remaster, because just like Warframe back in the day, when Warframe was just, Warframe had only linear missions, this game was only linear. You had to be in a battleship. You went out to do missions. It was kind of open world, but you were in a linear area inside the open world. So it wasn't really truly open world as you're seeing right now. This is a truly open world experience with new animated weapons. See these right now, what you're seeing, this was never in the game. These are called the chain blades that I'm using. And even the customization that I'm using. This is a new costume that I recently created. I call it Ninja. And I only wear this costume when it's like night inside the game, because it glows. It truly flourishes at night because the costume glows. And I think it's a really cool aesthetic. You can also customize your character. You can switch your costume on the fly, like instantly. So you don't have to go back to like the customization store, or the salon is what they call in this game, to do that. And I believe that's really cool. I think that's a really cool mechanic. This right here, this boss right here, this isn't even a boss. This is just an enemy. Very easy to kill once you get behind it and chop it in the back. Instant easy kill. I just, it's stuff like that I really enjoy about the game. Like the event I'm doing right now. Right now I'm just doing an event where you kill enemies with these yellow and green marks on their head, so you get a certain amount of currency. That is currency you use to buy the weapons that I'm talking about. I don't know when in this video do I switch out to my katana, but the katana is what I got from the event. I just want to see how I do it here. Right now I'm getting my shit whacked. I'm getting washed. Shit crazy. Yeah, you see this the chain blades is really good for multiple enemies, because you basically hit enemies all around you. It's good for like range attacks, so you don't have to be too close. Well, somewhat close to the warrior blade, but I really like the chain blades animations. Now this right here, what just happened here, I'm inside an area where you fight like a constant amount of enemies. In like the level, you see that little Wi-Fi bar on the top left. That right there is when you get that full, you go into a Genesis state or PSC state where enemies constantly spawn, and you fight a boss at the end of the PSC state, but you get so much rewards for it. This is a very low area to do it in. Like this is a very low level area. Like the enemies here are level 5, but I fought in here because this is where the event is currently happening, and this is where you can get the most currency for the event. As far as I know, I don't really know too much about the game, but I know for a fact that this is where you can get most of the currency. Now there should be a jump cut here. There you go. See, now there's a katana blade. That's the katana blade I was talking about that I got from the event. It's made completely out of ice. It's pretty cool. Most weapons that you use, when you saturate them up, they show on your back. This weapon here does not show. This weapon here disappears. Look at the cool animation. And as you can tell, it's almost daytime, and when it becomes daytime, my costume is gonna get switched. The sun's coming up right now. I don't know when I switch my costume, but in the next cut, I should be wearing white. And that right there is what you call a PSC burst. A PSC burst is your ultimate attack. It's like it's like an equipable item or equipable attack. Oh, look at that. And there's weather effects too. Almost forgot to mention. Beautiful weather effects inside this game. This game is like This game's got it all, bro. And Guild Wars 2 is still my favorite RPG. Let's be real. But this game here, this game is a close second. I'm gonna be real with you, because everything this game does feels great. I never feel like I'm too bored because I could spend hours finding this game grinding. And maybe that's because of the event that's up right now, because I'm grinding all the event weapons. But I still enjoy it to this day. I'm feeling it every day right now because I'm trying to unlock. I really want to unlock all the weapons in the event. I'm trying to capitalize on this event because this is my first time I'm ever doing the event. This is my first event I'm ever participating in this game. So I said, you know what? Let me grind all the items out. Because normally when I play games like this, I never really grind out the items. And I thought I should start grinding stuff out in the game. So when my character does take out her Buster Blade or whatever you call it, I do have the Buster Blade combined with, there it goes. See, I just whipped out the Buster Blade. Now the Buster Blade does have some katana animations, and that's because I fused the Buster Blade with a katana blade. And what happens when you do that is you get katana blade attacks and you get Buster Blade attacks. And just a small thing I noticed last night when I was playing is when you have a certain class that you can use certain weapons. So I chose the katana and the Buster Blade. However, if you do switch your class to another class that doesn't use the katana, you can still use the basic katana attacks, which is what I thought was amazing. I thought it was cool as hell. Because I have a katana fused with my weapon, but I can also still use my Buster Blade attacks, which is cool. I thought it was awesome. Something just small that they could say. Now this right here is an event, is a field event. These I call it the time attack events because it shows up as a blue T on the screen. Now what that means is it's like a little event that's timed. You could do for like, I think it gives you a lot of reward, a lot of cash. No XP, I don't believe. Not all of them gives a lot of XP. Well, I don't think any of them gives XP. But these can range around fighting bosses. Well, these always end up with you fighting a boss. Because at the end of this fight here, when I destroy, all these guys and defend this little tower, whatever the fuck this thing is, there was a boss fight at the end. The boss wasn't really that strong, I guess, because this is an objective-based one. But normally at the end of the time attacks, you always fight a boss. So I just assume, hey, I think you fight a boss at the end of every one of these, which is cool. Also, since my Wi-Fi bar is so low on the on the top left, at the end of this, it's not gonna go into this PSE burst. But normally, if I do have that bar on level 4, after I kill a boss, it does transform from level 4 to level 5, which I do believe in order to even get that to level 5, you have to kill a boss at the end just to transform it. This is not a boss, by the way. That's just a basic enemy. Very, very pesky enemy to kill. Really annoying, but once you find out how to get rid of these guys, they're good. So that's the costume I was talking about during the day. I'm wearing white, and I'm using a Katana Blade. Look at that spray animation. Beautiful. Look how fast everything's going. Look at that. It's great, bro. Look at this damage. I'm sorry. This is a narration. So every enemy, these enemies are called dolls. I should touch any enemies first. The enemies are called dolls, and whenever you damage them to a certain amount, it shows their core. Some dolls do have their cores automatically showing, but most of the time you can damage them to a certain amount and get their cores like showing. This is a boss we fought earlier. Well, not a boss, an enemy. And as you can see, the screen zoomed out, which means there's a boss on the screen. When I was playing this, I do remember I did not notice the bosses on the board. But as I started fighting the little enemies, I ran up to this guy. I said, let me kill this dude real quick. Then I saw a jet in the background. I'm like, oh shit, that's a boss, my G. So there's the boss, he's floating around. Every boss has 2 phases. They have a blue phase. I'll call it blue phase and red phase. Basically means they get enraged and they open up, they show more human characteristics. Like the thing right there looks like a jet, but while you do more damage to it and stuff like that, there's a human face starts to form in the middle of it, and the wings become like tentacles or something. Shit like that. It's fucking weird. You see it flew off, it's doing its wave, came back. That shock wave that I keep getting hit by. I think there's a point in time where I got my ass whooped, so I had to run for heals. I think this is the point. I think it's the part where I ran from heals. There you go. See, I broke the top of it, and there's the core. Every one of these dolls have a certain amount of damage it could take before their core is revealed. You also get self revives. You have a half doll revive. There it goes. Now it's enraged with a human face or a dragon type face, and it has tentacles shooting missiles all over the place. That shit crazy. So now at this point in the battle, I ran off. There's little green things on the board that you can pick up to heal. Little items. You can also stock them up, so you don't need to heal them right away, but that's what I'm doing. I think I should have one more in stock on the bottom left. This man, that's the attack, the spin attack for the sword. It's pretty cool. So now he drained all his energy. The boy got slapped. Easy claps. Right now, this boss is weak as hell. Not only because he's level only 5 or 1. I can't really tell from this point. But not only is he weak, but this is just a objective game mode. So I'm guessing he's easier because of that. But I am in a low level area compared to me being level 13, fighting level 5s or level 1s. I had to run off again because I took too many damage. And I don't think I ever died in these runs. But if you do die, you have to spawn back to a spawn point. And it is possible to lose the environment that you were at. Which is why I didn't want to die. Because if I did end up dying, I was not going to find this boss again and I was going to lose the quest. So I said, you know what, let me play it safe. Got my ass beat. I started running. This shit. Look at the boss, bro. So after I defeat this boss, I'm gonna show you guys like, because I remember specifically recording after this fight. There it goes, the animation of the boss. It turns into a black hole. It explodes. You get a lot of XP for that shit. I think you get a lot of XP for that. I'm not sure, but since it's like level 5, you don't really get much. See, now I want to show you guys the open world environment. I specifically left this part in so you guys can see how big this world is. Like, everything you're seeing right now, you can explore to. And that is not an exaggeration. That snowy background in the background there, I'm not able to get there yet because I think that's in a quest somewhere. But you are able to get there at a certain point in the game. There's a bridge to get there. This big city here, I made it a thing to float over it so you guys can see it. The little hover. Then I fell down. No fall damage because it's a big game. You can't be having fall damage. And this is the salon I was talking about. This is where you can customize your skins or, you know, yeah, skins basically. I specifically focused on hair, eyelashes, and eyes because that's normally what I focus my time on. So I went for since this is her daytime outfit and she's like a ninja at night, I wanted to make her seem like a undercover ninja and she only switches to ninja outfit when it's dark. I thought that was like a cool way to role play my character. Basically, my character is supposed to be like this innocent cat girl during the day, but then at night she's like a ninja, some shit like that. She gets shit done. So like as you can see, I'm messing with the eyelashes and stuff like that. I'm just looking at all of them. And customization goes way more in depth than what this is. Like you could do way more than just customize the hair, the eyes. Like this whole character, though, like the robotic parts on her face, I did that personally. I put the ears on her. I also put the lipstick on her. You could do a lot in this game with the customization, but I decided to just leave it at that. So also there's so now we're at the point where you upgrade your weapons. This is a weapon enhance. There's 3 things you can do to enhance your weapons. I think it shows up here. I didn't do them, but you can enhance your weapon by discarding by implementing other weapons that you don't use into the other weapon, basically like combining them. Or I don't want to say combining because there's already a multi-fuse. Multi-fuse is to combine 2 weapons to get their abilities. But to enhance, you kind of like crush a weapon and form it into like the other weapon. I don't know the right phrasing for it. Well, then there's also unlocking potential. There's a lot of shit you can do with your weapons in this game that's really good. You get plus 13, then plus 30. You could give them new abilities, give them charms to give them abilities. There's a lot of shit you can do in the game with the weapons. I don't want to get in. That alone, you can make a whole video on. So I can't get into the whole thing. But basically what I'm doing is I'm enhancing my weapons here. I'm adding 2 skills onto my ice blade. And a quick rundown on how that works. You see how I have only 4 of some of these parts or 10 of some of them? Like 10 is the max you can put into one for 100% chance for it to trigger. Like the least amount of times you put one of those in, like say I only put one of those inside of my weapon, there's only going to be a 10% chance that it will be successful. And that's where the curve comes in when it comes to that. So you need 10 materials for that. And then now I'm at the point of the video where I'm just gonna explore a little bit, walk around the environment, and show off the 2 kunai blades that you can have. I don't use this class, but I just wanted to show off these blades real quick because there's more than just kunais and swords. There's a lot of weapons you have. Like I think every class has 3 weapons they can use. Every class has 3 weapons, and it goes from assault rifles to pistols to swords to blades. Like this game has it all. And now I'm back since it's getting dark. I'm back into my ninja outfit, which I think is cool. I don't know. I love the design of ninja outfit because of the fact that it glows. We already went over this, and I just went to finish off the enemies that I fought before. But I didn't leave out the fact that I was running. I just wanted to show off the beautiful environment that you can walk around with the trees, with the leaves falling down a certain amount of time. Like right now, this is dawn. This is dawn time, and you can see like as I'm running around, there's leaves falling from the trees, and like it just goes beautifully with the fact that I'm wearing a ninja outfit. Like this area just resonates with my character, and I really love it, bro. Those weapons that I'm using with her, I love using chains with her. Because like I said, the fast movements, it just looks beautiful with it. And this is the last part of the video that I recorded. I wanted to make sure I got like a scene where she was in the moonlight with her outfit on. And I was running around the trees. Like I said, the leaves are falling. Everything is just in place perfectly. I wish I would have took time to walk around, but I was going full speed. I wasn't really thinking about the aesthetic of the area, but I did think about the moonlight, and I wanted to get my character in a certain amount of time. So I ran, I made sure I got a shot of the moon, running full speed, and I just went to this last time attack. This last time attack here is a boss. I remember the level. This is a level 1 boss that somebody started on. And I decided, you know what, let me go over there and finish it off real quick. Do this last mission for this last thing. And look at my character running between the trees. Look at that. The lighting is beautiful in this game. Every tree has a shadow. I haven't checked if my character has a shadow, but I'm pretty sure she does. This particle effects is beautiful. Look at that sideways view of that sprint. And random items I picked up. I don't know where the fuck was going on over there. Look at that shit. The zoom out. Yep, I got shadows. Look at that. And the shadows move with the time of day too. So you see them slightly moving. I never noticed that. So this is the last boss I wanted to finish off for the rest of the video. So I'm just gonna sit tight and let you guys watch this fight. It's a quick battle. Not much to say here. Besides, this is a dog version of the animal of the bosses I was fighting. There's Jet. There's all types of bosses here. There's even a boss that I didn't know was a boss, but it's a little. It looks like it's not even a boss, but when you start fighting it and you realize that shit not dying, you realize it has a second form. Like this right here, second form mode. And later on, I'm gonna get some gameplay of it because I think it's really cool. It's a very cool fight when I'm fighting with my ninja outfit. It's like a samurai boss, which is awesome, bro. I think this fight was very quick because, like I said, this is a level 1 boss, so I was just beating his ass. And I think it's already close to dying because of the fact that it's steaming now. Little puffs of smoke is coming out of it. Little puffs of smoke. This should be a wash. Easy. Look, I'm going for the ankles. She can't even walk right. Look at that. That she did get a lot of good hits on me. I'm gonna be real with you. It made me use a few heals. But in this, I believe this is the most annoying boss to fight in the game. A lot of flying enemies are annoying, but like once you get their patterns, you will go a whole fight and not get touched. Let's be real. All right, it's almost dead. But there's a last part in the video that I put in where I talk to the event, the manager of the event that's going on right now. You guys should definitely try this game out here. So there it goes. There you go. Turn into a black hole. Now going back to, I ain't cut any of this last part out because I wanted to show out the world. Do one of the front doors. I kept jumping into signs. I don't know why I was doing that. That's fucking weird. So I'm gonna jump into this on here, the back of it. Why? But this is the last part of the video. I just wanted to show off the event leader. She's where you go to spend the currency. You do the exchange, and I have like 6,000, I think, 6,000 currency to buy items. And now it's time to, I guess that's it for the video.